Have you ever told someone your dreams and then lost the fire to chase them? You swore this time would be different. You felt inspired, motivated, obsessed. You wrote it down. You told your best friend, maybe even posted it online. You said it with confidence. I'm gonna change my life. And for a moment you felt powerful. But then, days passed, and your energy, it fizzled. The goal? It stayed right where it was. And worse, you felt embarrassed, ashamed even. Why? Why is it that when we speak our dreams into the world, they slip through our fingers? Isn't speaking our goals supposed to make them real? Isn't saying them out loud supposed to make us more accountable? That's what you've been told, right? But what if I told you, the people who get the most done, the ones who move mountains and change lives don't speak. They execute. They don't tell you their next move. They become it. Let me tell you a story. This is about a man named Rehan. He was in his mid-20s, ambitious, smart, a little cocky maybe, but he had big dreams to start his own digital marketing agency and escape the rat race. He'd watch hours of Gary Vee, Alex Hormozi, and read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He believed he was destined for more, so he started announcing his plans at gatherings, at chai dubbas, even in Instagram captions. Quitting my job soon. Massive goals ahead. Hustle mode activated. People clapped. You got this, bro! His cousin called him CEO. His friends said, finally someone from our group doing something different. Rehan felt proud. He hadn't earned a single rupee from his business yet, but he felt like a winner. And that was the beginning of his downfall. Because you see, the brain is a clever trickster. When you say something big like, I'm gonna launch my own brand, your brain releases dopamine. That's the chemical that makes you feel good, like you've achieved something. So you haven't done the work, but you feel like you have, and once you get the hit of dopamine, you lose urgency. You feel satisfied, and guess what? You don't do the work. You just go back to dreaming and talking. The science behind why your motivation dies. Psychologists call this the intention-behavior gap. A man named Peter Gallwitzer, a German psychologist, ran multiple studies. He asked groups of people to write down personal goals like learning a new skill or starting a business. Half were told to keep the goals to themselves. The other half were told to announce them to a friend or group. The result? The people who told others their goals were far less likely to follow through. Why? Because by announcing your goal, your brain thinks the status update is the achievement. You've rewarded yourself before doing anything, and your ambition slowly dies in your mouth. Why silence your power? Now think about someone you admire, someone who didn't say much, but moved differently. Kobe Bryant, Cristiano Ronaldo, Imran Khan in his prime, Marcus Aurelius, Jay-Z, the quiet ones, the focused ones, the ones who don't announce their greatness because they're too busy building it. You don't hear the lion roar when it hunts. You hear it after it's fed. Your goals are not for show. They're for execution. So the next time you feel that urge to post about your new plan, new idea, new vision, pause. Ask yourself, do I want applause or do I want results? Because applause feels nice, but it's cheap. And results? They echo forever. How it kills your love life too. Let's go deeper. This habit of oversharing goals doesn't just kill your hustle. It quietly ruins your relationships. Let me explain. There was a guy named Hamza. He was dating a girl who believed in him at first. He told her, I'm going to become financially independent. I'm building my own project on the side. You'll see, I'm going to be a provider, a builder, a king. She smiled. She trusted him. But weeks turned into months, and instead of progress, she saw paralysis. He kept talking, but she saw no change. He blamed distractions, work stress, bad timing. But deep down, Hamza knew. He had become addicted to the feeling of talking big. He thought she'd stay forever just because he had potential. But women don't fall in love with potential. They fall in love with proof. They fall in love with a man whose actions match his words. And eventually, she left, not because he failed, but because he kept promising and never producing. So if you think your girl will wait forever while you talk and talk and talk, think again. If you want to be respected by the people you love, shut up and level up. Build in the dark, shine in the light. Here's the shift. Stop thinking of goals as something to brag about. Start seeing them as something to protect. Your goals are like a seed. If you dig it up every day to show it off to people, it'll never grow. It needs darkness. It needs time. It needs discipline. Build in the dark, so that when the results bloom, they shock people. That's the most beautiful feeling in the world. When they say, "I had no idea you were working on that," and you smile and say, "I was busy planting." Let me give you some ancient wisdom, some of it rooted in Stoicism, some in timeless logic. Here are 4 things you should never announce too early. Number 1, your next move, keep them guessing. Let your discipline speak. Number 2, your love life. Protect what's sacred. Let intimacy be earned. Number 3, your income goals. It invites envy, comparison, and sabotage. Number 4, your healing. Don't tell the world you're working on yourself. Let them see it in your energy. The moment you keep your progress sacred, it becomes real. You don't need validation. You need velocity. Talking about your goals kills the urgency to chase them. Validation is not victory. Never mistake expression for execution. Move in silence. Let your actions become your announcements. So let's get even more real. You now know that talking about your goals gives you a dopamine hit that kills your urgency. But let's talk about the darker side of this habit, the part no one wants to admit. Your ego loves attention more than achievement. There's a silent drug that most men are addicted to. It's not nicotine. It's not caffeine. It's not even scrolling reels at 2 a.m. It's the fantasy of being admired. Your ego doesn't want to build the empire. It just wants to be seen as the guy who's building one. That's why you post about your journey before taking the first step. That's why you share your vision with everyone who will listen, hoping they'll say, "Wow, you're different." But here's the truth, brother. If your goals are real, they don't need to be advertised. They need to be executed. Look at the most disciplined men in history. Bruce Lee didn't go around saying, "I'm training to be the best." He trained in silence, fought in silence, and let his fists do the talking. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, kept journals, not speeches, not TikToks. Private writings about how to be better, stronger, wiser. Cristiano Ronaldo trained when no one watched. While others partied, he perfected his craft. And when he showed up, he stole the stadium. The ego wants credit. The warrior wants growth. Which one are you feeding? What to do when they ask? Let's say you're trying to move in silence now. You're building your brand, improving your body, healing your heart. But someone asks, "Hey bro, what are you working on these days? Got any plans? What are your goals this year?" Here's the mistake most people make. They start explaining, pitching, announcing. But real ones, they smile and say, "You'll see." That's it. Or even better, just keeping my head down, trying to stay consistent. Short, calm, unbothered. Because here's the rule. If they're not helping you build it, they don't need to know it. You don't owe anyone your blueprint. You don't need to impress anyone with plans. You only need to build. Building the quiet operator routine. Now let's get tactical. Let's say you're done with the dopamine, done with the announcements, ready to work in silence. But how do you do it? How do you structure a life of silent discipline? Here's the quiet operator routine. Number 1, the first hour of the day is sacred. No phone, no noise, no chaos. You don't open Instagram, you open your mind. You ask, what would a disciplined man do today? Number 2, journal your intentions. Not for Instagram. Write down your goals privately. Not to post, but to commit. One sentence, what will I complete today no matter what? Number 3, one non-negotiable win per day. Forget motivation. Build rituals. Whether it's 30 minutes of deep work, a workout, a cold shower, one real action. Every day. Number 4, silence in progress. No updates. No status checks. When you finish the action, you don't reward yourself with praise. You smile in silence and prepare for tomorrow. Number 5, weekly review in private. Every Sunday, reflect, not online. Not for validation. Just you, a notebook, and the truth. What did I build this week? What am I proud of? That's it. That's how real men move. Rewire your mind from validation to victory. You've spent your whole life being told, tell others your goals so they can keep you accountable. But you've tried that. And where has it gotten you? Now it's time to try something different. Rewire your brain to stop chasing the reward before the work. How? Start celebrating effort, not announcement. Instead of saying, I'm going to the gym, just go and reward yourself with the workout. Instead of saying, I'm working on a side hustle, finish a task, then reward yourself with momentum. Every time you complete something in silence, Your self-respect grows. And soon you won't need validation from others, because you'll trust yourself. Let's talk about confidence. Real confidence doesn't come from people clapping for you. It comes from knowing, I do what I say. Even if no one is watching, when you start working in silence, you'll build a reputation, but not the kind you're thinking. People will notice something's different about you. They won't know what you're doing, but they'll feel your energy shift. You'll speak less, move sharper, carry power. Women will notice it. Men will respect it. Opportunities will chase you because you're not chasing attention. You'll become what I call a silent weapon in a loud world, and that is rare, that is dangerous, that is unshakable. The ego wants admiration. The man of discipline wants mastery. You don't need to explain your goals to anyone. The quiet operator lifestyle builds real confidence. Celebrate silent execution. Ignore noisy approval.